Hello, Stefania. This is Jillian from Big Peach Midtown, and today we are looking at your baseline video from day one of your Transform Learning Workshop at Big Peach Midtown on July 9th. Now, this video was shot right as you were getting to the store. You were able to fill out a couple forms. You had no idea what was going on. So this gives us a true assessment of what your running tendencies are at the start of the program. And what we'll be looking at when we take a look at your video is what elements of posture lean and landing, ideal posture lean and landing that is, are already at work with your run, and where we need to make some minor improvements. So the main issues that we want to focus on are the posture, making sure we've got everything aligned, the upper torso is in line with the lower body, that we're forward leaning from the ankles, and that we have a consistent landing tendency on the foot, forefoot to midfoot, and with the leg underneath the center of gravity as closely as possible. So let's take a look at your video at normal speed. Excellent hustle. You mentioned that you finished your first 5K in 32 minutes, and that's a good average pace. That's a pretty strong start for someone that is a brand new beginner to running. About the average pace of someone that's seasoned but a recreational runner is 32.
All right, baseline video, day one, July 9th, Transform Running.
Let's see, give you some perspective, most elites will finish a 5K between 15 to 20 minutes.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
So, all right, let's take a look at you a little bit more in depth now, Stefania. Starting off with this forward lean from the shoulders. Keeping the head in a neutral position. Be sure to maintain that. Keep your eyes focused at least 10 feet ahead of you. If you're going up a hill, keep the eyes on the top of the hill, just to make sure that we keep that chin out of the chest there. Main issue to point out is going to be the crossing of the arms across that center of gravity. If you want to draw a straight line down your breastbone, you want to make sure that you're keeping those hands from crossing in front of that breastbone there. Another thing I want to point out, just as one bespectacled runner to another, either see about getting one of those straps that attaches the glasses a little bit more securely to the neck, or you can use what I do, and I'll either use a headband or a hat or a visor to help clamp the arms of the glasses in place across besides my head, near my temples. It'll also do double duty, a visor or headband, by keeping the sweat out of my eyes. That's going to go a long way towards making sure that we keep those eyes pointing forward and that chin in a consistent neutral position. We've got some overstriding going on. Not to worry, you're in good company on that, but that's going to be easy enough to address with higher cadence and focusing on a forward lean consistently from the ankles. So that heel striking itself is not the issue, as we discussed before. It's more so the knee being locked out, and that knee is not absorbing the force of impact as well as it should. That's going to translate into greater wear and tear onto your hips. That overstriding is also contributing to the lack of forward lean, as opposed to seeing a consistent forward lean from the ankles to the top of the head. We're seeing a bit of a break at the pelvic region, and so we're kind of looking at what I would consider like an inverted chevron a little bit. We want to see more of a sliding board action going on. And let's bring you on back through. I'm not seeing any chicken winging. Not a whole lot. Mainly concerned about pulling those elbows back consistently and punching or swinging those arms forward consistently, so that we're keeping them away, we're keeping those hands away from the midline of the body. And also a side note about the arm holster. Make sure that if you do decide to carry a handheld water bottle, especially as you're going to increase your mileage in this hot, humid weather, make sure that you train with it. You don't overload it, because what you have either on your arms or in your hands can affect your arm swing, especially if you're not paying attention to it. I don't think that the arm holster here is causing you to swing more across your midline. That's going to be pretty consistent. That's been pretty consistent across all the videos we took of you. But just do be aware of that can affect your overall arm swing, and that the arm swing, of course, can have consequences for your torso being able to point forward and create as little drag as possible. But alright, there you have it. That's going to be your baseline video from day one of the Transform Running Workshop at Big Peach Midtown. Thank you so much.